to put a couple hundred more miles on the Legend coupe. Gonna head to Bisbee now. Quick pit stop here in Tombstone, Arizona. It's a city frozen in time. Look at the main street here. Close to traffic. They're probably in the middle of a gunfight reenactment right now, to be honest. See if I can stash the car down here and wander for a minute. From here, we're going to continue another 25 miles or so to Bisbee, which is only 8 miles from the Mexican international border. I'm staying the night at the Shady Dell RV Park, so I'll tell you more about that when we get there. It's been a beautiful detour here in Tombstone for a burger at the Crystal Palace Saloon. Give you a little panoramic view of Bisbee here, the big B on the mountain there you can see. One of the main landmarks in town is the Copper Queen Hotel. I've stayed there once before. It's allegedly haunted. You know, I'm always up for a good paranormal experience, but it's a beautiful day here. Here you can see remains of some of the old mining operations way down here. That steering wheel actually looks like the one from my Celebrity. Definitely not original to the car. To be honest, this entire street is pretty magical. It's an old main street that's just chock full of classic cars parked on either side that have not moved for a very long time. So I'll walk through and check out some of these shops, peek into some of the cars, and enjoy the step back in time. Look at that 90s Camry back there. Wow. Also, look what just pulled up over there. So my destination tonight is right over here. A spot on old Highway 80 called the Shady Dell. And it's an RV park full of restored vintage camp trailers. 3 o'clock, right on the dot. Time to check in. See what kind of accommodations this little Airstream is going to give me. Meanwhile, an old checker cab. The email with my registration said there's going to be a sheet with instructions on the door of the office here regarding how to get in. So let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. There's my name. Walk through the green gate and go to the left. The door is unlocked and the key is inside for you. Please read through the information sheet inside. It should answer any questions. Enjoy your stay. Awesome. Based on the fact there was just one other name on the front door, I guess I might be one of 2 guests tonight. So we're looking for Airstream trailer number 9. Look at this old collection back here, Cadillac and what might be a 54-ish Bel Air. Check those out later. Actually, that might be my trailer right there. Let's scope it out. And indeed it is, number 9. Another Cadillac back there I'm gonna have to take a peek at. Wow. Okay, it's a little warm in here is all, but I'm sure this will cool down. Got some snacks over here. A couple of beds. It's a 1955 Airstream. And looks to be pretty original, to be honest with you. Some of this stuff might be locked. How cool is that? Even a little record player. Aha, here's the teeny tiny little toilet area. There is no shower in here. There is, however, a community shower within a few steps. I don't think I'll even need one. I'm just staying for one night anyway. One of the rentals you can get is actually this yacht, a vintage yacht. I don't know if I'll be able to see inside it, but how cool would this be to stay in? Wow. Yeah, that's gonna have to be a future trip down here for sure. I seem to have a thing for booking hotels and motels next to cemeteries. Here's one right next to me, but if you want a good laugh, watch the video from a couple years ago of me staying at the Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. That was right next to a cemetery and very fitting. It was quite the creepy place. Gonna pull the car out for some sunset photos by the entrance now, and then I've already got my plans put together for tomorrow. Gonna stop for breakfast at the Bisbee Breakfast Club up the street in Lowell before hitting the road back to Phoenix. It was about 3 hours to get here, a little under 200 miles. Wonder how many vintage cars drove past here in the 1950s with 600,000 miles on the odometer. But it would have been fun to travel back in time and see this place in its heyday, accommodating people. The highway now has been bypassed through here, so not a lot of traffic. In fact, I've seen only a handful of cars in the few hours I've been here, and a sleepy little southern Arizona town for sure. about ready to close the door and work on my computer for a little bit tonight, but I've just been blown away at the smart use of space in this thing. I just noticed when I was in the bathroom that it has a shower nozzle here and controls here. The entire bathroom area becomes a shower, I guess. They do have this disconnected or capped off because they would rather people use the community showers outside, but pretty cool that this entire unit is self-contained and has everything you could possibly need for simple living. Good morning and happy Monday. Time to walk over to breakfast at the Bisbee Breakfast Club. Gonna have a quick bite there before hitting the road to head back home. This is the Bisbee Breakfast Club. It's opening right now at 7 a.m. All right, there's the original from 13 years ago, and there's the artist version of it. Pretty cool. I just peeked inside this little storefront here, and look at the mannequin parts randomly strewn about. That looks like an old jukebox there. Pepsi machine, some kind of drawers back there. This was a 5, 10, 15-cent store called Sprouse Rights. A slot machine. Time to get on home.